Okay. Well, I don't know who's more excited. I think I am tonight. Just I did a workout this morning and then I did yoga. Maybe it's because I've done two workouts today that I've got lots of energy. But anyhow, I am very excited to co-host with Ricia Adair, my good friend. Like I said, I helped her to move to Mexico 2 years ago. I'm joining her for Christmas at the wonderful villa you'll see in a minute. And I just want to let you know who she is. She's actually the most inspiring, happy-go-lucky best friend you could ever have because she knows how to have fun. If you want to have fun, you just got to hang around Ricia. But she's also, a former small business trainer and film producer on videos from A to Z on home-based business. She's been in this industry for over 24 years. Let's see what else here. And she's climbed 13 ranks in 7 months. Currently, she is number 38 in the world. Can you get that, guys? Who we have on this call? 38 in the world, number 19 in North America, number 4 in Canada. And like I said, it's just been, well, she'll tell you how many months she's been in this business, but it's absolutely mind-blowing. And the transformation I've seen in this last 2 years is totally a testament to who Ricia is and totally my inspiration. So we love you. That's all I got to say for now.
Oh, thank you, Layla. I love you so much too, and I'm really excited. It's getting late here. It's half an hour later than usual, so let's rock and roll and get going with the production, shall we? I'm going to do a
Perfect.
screen share, and Layla, you're going to confirm that everything is working just fine. We're going to go to our slideshow, and we're going to start with Mr. Bear.
Excellent. I love it. Perfect.
Okay. All right. I am in Winnipeg, my hometown. Winnipeg, for our American cousins, is in central Canada, just above the Dakotas. And I'm going to tell you a funny story. I grew up in Winnipeg. I left in 1979, and I've been traveling the world since, but it's nice to be home. My family's here. And we had a great event tonight on the other side of the city, hosted by Wendy Minnie. There was 20 people at the event, and we had a lot of excitement going on. So let me share with you the story about Mr. Bear. I was in Guayabitos, a little beach town 4 hours outside of Guadalajara, Mexico. And my mom had a Guadalajara newspaper targeted towards tourists. And a half-page ad said, "Tour to Winnipeg. Come and join our trip." And it talked about all the things you're going to see. You can horseshoe along the river and you could see the northern lights. Well, I can't remember the last time I saw northern lights in Winnipeg, but it said you can see polar bears on the street. And I thought, I grew up in the North End and I never saw a polar bear on the street in my life. But you know what? I just landed here 3 weeks ago and the polar bears are not on the streets. They are in the airport. And that's where Mr. Bear lives, is right in beautiful Winnipeg Airport. Just too funny. So I had to get my picture taken, of course. We are going to share with you tonight what I believe is the best of the best. I've been in the industry for 25 years. I have never in my life met a company with extraordinary products. Every single one works. Every single one shows results. And people are seeing over and over life-changing progress for fabulous, better health. And we're all aging backwards. It's just phenomenal. So we're going to share with you, Partner Co. We're also going to share with you the other side of health is wealth, because the last time I checked the price of cauliflower, it was rising and rising. And we all need to make extra money as life has gotten so expensive. So you'll be interested to hear about the health part of the testimonies and the presentation tonight. We've got some very, very special guests. I'm really excited to bring them on board. So stay till the end because you'll be hearing from Jeff and Crystal and you'll want to hear their story. We also have Louise and Cheryle coming on board tonight as well. And we're going to share with you how our lives have changed financially connected to this amazing opportunity. Our mission statement is to power health and prosperity around the world. I couldn't have said it better. Layla helped us move into this beautiful dream home. That was October 17th, 2023. So exciting. But you know what? The house was unoccupied for 5 months since we closed in July. Bad things happen when you have a house unoccupied in the tropics, right? The pool pump had broken down. The pool was covered in algae. There was orange mushrooms growing out of the handrails. The garage door openers were rusted and broken. It was just one expense after another. And we had to hurry up and get the villas in preparation because it's a little boutique resort. We had to get in preparation for Layla's family that had rented the bottom two villas for the winter. So we spent a lot of money very fast. We ran out of our entire nest egg in 6 weeks getting the property ready. And then Layla was with me. We went to the notary because I couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting my title to the property. Well, when we showed up at the notary, she said, your lawyer didn't pay us the $23,000 in closing costs, so we closed your file. That's right. My lawyer decided to steal $23,000. And if we hadn't come up with it somehow, some way, we wouldn't have gotten title to our house. The very next day, I broke out in shingles. I was covered in very, very painful shingles. Stress is a bad, nasty thing. I ended up with a UTI that lasted 4 months. The dog mistook my hand for a ball, so I got a dog bite that got infected. Then he did it again. I got another dog bite that got infected. You'd think I'd learned my lesson by now not to throw the ball at Rusty, right? But the beautiful beach, it's 9 miles long. We live up on a hill. It's so fantastic. But no matter how many times I walked that beach and swam that ocean, I still couldn't lose weight. I was filled with depression, anxiety. I was addicted to chocolate and pies and ice cream. If you came to my house, there'd be 4 kinds of ice cream easy in the freezer to offer you. Mike said, Ricia, you've got to get to the doctor. This is getting out of hand. So I called up Dr. Tom. He made a house call. Yes, they do that in Mexico. And he said, I need to figure this out. And he came back 2 days and he said, I've discovered what you have. It's a serious case of FFB. Mike says, Doctor, what is that? He says, well, your wife, she is fat, frumpy, and broke. And that's when that magic call came in. When you pray to God, magic happens, right? Chris and Joni Budd, very good friends of mine, Canadians who live in Costa Rica, they gave me that magic call April 17th. And I think Joni saw a fat picture of me because she said, Ricia, you need these drops. And as she explained more and more about the power and value of this amazing product, I thought to myself, the first voice said, girl, you need these drops. You got to have these drops. The second voice said, but you don't have any money. And the third voice said, just find it. So I found enough to buy 2 boxes. That's how I started my health transition and my financial career with this company. 2 boxes. Joni said, Ricia, obviously you need some money here. Why don't you trust us and just post on Facebook? We have thousands of testimonials of people that have had massive success with this product. It's called the System of Growth. I can teach you in 20 minutes. So I listened to Joni's advice. And the first day I posted was April 22nd. My drops had coincidentally arrived that day. Notice in the bottom right, 59 comments. 59 comments from me holding a box of drops. I hadn't even opened the bottle yet. It resulted in 20 new customers, 6 new brand partners that joined me in the business. Wow. I have never, in my 25 years in the industry, had customers come out of the woodwork and say, I want what you have. I've never had that. I've never had team people that said, I want to be on your team. Never heard of that. So I set a goal, a 5-figure goal for September 1st. I met that goal July 1st. And you see my start date, April 17th, right? And I actually started posting on the 22nd. So now I got serious and set 1 and 2 year goals. Well, that magic month happened in November that all of my goals came true. It's hard to rent a villa if the fridge doesn't work, right? So we put in brand new fridges in all the villas. I have now my beautiful housekeeper, Sarah, in the middle there. He's celebrating with me. And I'm going to tell you this, guys, just between you, me, and the apple tree, I love my dog and I really love my husband. But I love my new fridge. I love it. We painted the house. We brought in the professional paint crews. We put in new Echo air conditioners in every room of every villa. We bought Mike a new motorcycle. And again, this all happened in November. Wow. And on the bottom pool deck, we had a major construction The pergola was collapsing, so we had to rebuild it. That was a $5,000 project. It couldn't have happened if it hadn't been for Partner Co. December 24th, the pool level went down by about a foot and a half. By December 31st, 6 more earthquakes had come along to cause the entire pool to fail. I was able to bring in a crew to expedite the repair, and we reopened the pool January 14th with new lights installed. Now, I'm not saying any of this to impress you, but rather impress upon you that life comes to all of us in different ways, whether it be a new tranny in the car or kids' braces or whatever you have. You need to have that plan B. You need to have that contingency. And if it hadn't been for our contingency called Partner Co., we would have had to shut down our hotel and refund the money. How? I don't know. I don't know where we would have found the money to refund to people. It would have been just a short of a disaster. So Partner Co. actually saved our mini resort and got us started in that hotel business. Along came the email the end of December that awarded me the trip to Punta Cana 5-star diamond resort vacation. Wow. Can you believe this? Remember, 8 months ago, I was broke and fat and frumpy. The company paid for everything, the zip lining, the beautiful hotel, the welcome parties, everything. It was just such a fabulous, fabulous time. There was 178 people on this trip, and I'm sure that half of us were brand new in our first year with the company. We're going to share with you coming up very soon another trip that you can start now and be qualified to be on the next trip with us. Now, this is my health transition. Wow, who's that fat girl and how'd she get in my computer? I went from size 18 to size 8 in 3 months. Very healthy. You can see in my skin, I don't have saggy skin or anything. We have the Wonder products that look after every aspect of being at your healthy goal weight. I have so much energy, more than I was 35 years old. I sleep like a baby. I have zero pain. Any of the owies that I had in my fingers and toes are gone. The plantar fasciitis in my heels, gone. I have no maintaining medications whatsoever. Like I take vitamins from Partner Co. That's what I do. I'm so grateful to these guys, Darren Zobrist and John Wadsworth. One is a very, very successful multi-million, I think even on the billion side, businessman, Darren Zobrist, and John Wadsworth is a very successful legacy builder, multi-millionaire from one of the companies and products that we had. Speaking of which, there was 5 companies, all with stellar products, very good products with established market base, established customer base. And a corporation had bought all 5 and made some very bad decisions, causing massive failure. John was concerned because one of those companies was his legacy company, the Tahitian Noni company. And so he brought in Darren. Together they flew to Barcelona. Darren heard the stories and he decided, John, let's you and I buy this company. So along with it came several hundred products, or 100 products, I should say, stellar products, all well established on the marketplace with great testimonials. We have come together, Partner Co. We are just simply together, better together. We are a family, and it's the most fun family you're ever going to be involved with. Let's have a look at what's happening now that our grandparents have never seen. 90% of the diseases that we have today did not exist 90 years ago. 90% of the food that we eat today did not exist 90 years ago. We have systematic poisoning in the foods we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, and what we put on our skin. There's sugar in every single food product that isn't even a food product, is causing a mass health epidemic. And all of this contributes to your hormonal imbalance. These symptoms are a direct result of being out of balance, including mood swings, low libido, headaches, night sweats, food cravings, especially towards sugar and carbs, hot flashes, acne, insomnia, fatigue, tiredness, and weight gain. So if you're 1 to 3, even if you're a brand partner, think back before the drops. If you're 1 to 3, put a 3 in the chat. If you're 4 to 7, put 7 in the chat. And if you're 7 to 10, put 10 in the chat, please. I was at 9. I was scoring 9 at this point. I had no idea. I thought all of that was just called getting old. Well, as I mentioned, we have well over 100 products, all coming into multi-billion-dollar industries. I'm going to share some of my favorites with you. We are backed by the best of the best. The scientist, Dr. Ray Strand, is known worldwide for his progressive natural health approaches. Dr. Joshua Plant is our chief science officer, the only PhD that I know that graduated out of Harvard in biomedical sciences in 3 years with honors. Wow. This is the kind of people that come over to Partner Co because of the products that we have, the quality we have, and the science behind all of our products. They together oversee 1,040 annual quality tests. There's well over 215 published clinical studies. We have an entire wellness council, including Dr. Crystal Vance, with many doctors, nurses, wellness, health professionals. We have many athletes, including Kristen White, that sit on our athletic council. We have the best of the best. Dr. Alberto Pina, he's in my neck of the woods out of Mexico. He is the leading gastrointestinal doctor in Mexico. He's the guy on the stage when the other doctors in the auditorium are taking notes. He actually invented our probiotics product. Very proud of him. What got me excited was the fact that I can sit at home in my little desk in Manzanillo, and thank goodness I paid my Wi-Fi bill that month. I can do business in 50 countries, as can you. Imagine you posted one of our system of growth postings, and someone from Italy responds. You send her a link out of the Italian website included with your brand partner membership. The European office fulfills the order. The following Friday, you get paid. Who would like to get paid while they're sleeping? If that's the case for you, say yes. I want to get paid. Yes, paid while I'm sleeping in over 50 global markets. I'd like to share some of the products. We have so many, but I just targeted a few of my favorites. The Skincerity is definitely one of my favorites. It was created by a group of dermatologists in 2005, targeted towards problem skin. It's a roll-on breathable skincare, a mask. Marlene has contributed her photo. She suffered greatly with eczema, not only the discomfort during the day, she didn't sleep at night because she was scratching. Her husband didn't sleep at night because Marlene was scratching. And within 3 weeks, she was able to manage her situation. Adult acne, stretch marks. Now, we don't say we cure or heal anything, but it's just coincidental that so many people are having amazing results with these products. Look at the difference in signs of aging, the rosacea, surgery in old battle wounds, wasp stings. You need one of these bottles in your medicine cabinet, one of these in your beauty cabinet. Wow, I wish Brett West was on the call with me to tell you about all the wonders of Tahitian noni. This is the most efficacious superfruit in the world. It is loaded with good things for you. And what is that going to do? Our noni juice will help you promote overall health and wellness, support a healthy immune system, helps boost your energy and endurance. How about going up and down the stairs or getting in and out of your truck or on the airplane with ease and great mobility? It's for your cardiovascular system. When I get on the plane, I power back 6 ounces of this stuff to protect me. It's my army of soldiers to completely protect me. Tonight at the Winnipeg presentation, we heard several testimonials just on the noni, including one lady that talked about her sister's asthma, that after a month of use, there were no more asthma symptoms. It's amazing what happens. Our products are good. So we've got a full vitamin line. The probiotics, I previously mentioned, have 15 strains of pre and probiotics loaded with billions of them. It's a slow release capsule. My girlfriend couldn't go to the bathroom for 30 years. Barbara struggled, while you and I may find it to be normal. A month on the probiotics, she's regular as you and me. Omega Q for your brain, for your heart. Rejuvenix for your energy. Optimal M and Optimal V. M for minerals, V for vitamins that look after everything, including your eyes, your lungs. How about that? A vitamin for your lungs, right? We depend on our lungs every second, and we got vitamins for them. Your blood. The Finale is the bestseller out of France and China. It was intended to strengthen your skin, and that's why so many of us have tight skin, even though we had the weight loss. But also, it's very high in organic grapeseed extract and vitamin C. So many people are saying that they no longer suffer from allergy symptoms. The MOA was the second product that I bought, and specifically recently had said you need to get that MOA for that situation you got in your fingers and toes. MOA is a drink. It's 36 superfoods, a blend. All these raw ingredients come from exotic locations, including lion's mane, mushrooms, cordyceps, and so on. And what it does, it targets towards pain and inflammation. So many people can't live without it. James Scott, he has been able to shed the leg brace that he's been wearing for 17, 20 years. He no longer needs it. Wow. This lady had a surgery that went south. After a few days of using the mower, she was able to return to pretty feet. So many of us, if we ask, what's your second favorite product to the drops, it has to be Moa. Sugar Stop is a great product, and it's really helped me on my holidays here because there's a lot of restaurant meals that's been going on. When I talk to you about the drops, it's all about keeping your blood sugars regulated. So every now and then you're going to crave that lasagna or Uncle Henry's birthday party. You want a piece of cake. The Sugar Stop is a great fiber product that's going to block a good part of the sugars and sugars created by carbohydrates from entering into your bloodstream. Now, if you love Advantage, I want you to put me in the chat. This is one of my favorites, definitely. It increases your metabolism, so you're going to burn calories 10 times more, so you're going to get leaner faster. What I love about it is the love handles are disappearing quickly around my waist. It reduces that stubborn visceral fat, which is called the killer fat. And it activates fat-burning cells in your brown adipose tissue. It's an amazing product. We all love it. The Pure Nourish from the Slenderies line is my breakfast. It's meal replacement. I love it. I have various different fruits that I put in it, the berries, the blueberries, the blackberries, and it is just a minute here. Okay, I've got a message coming in. It tastes great. It is 18 grams of pea protein. There's so much nutrition, including minerals and vitamins, pro and prebiotics in that package, that if all the food should disappear in your town tomorrow, you have clean water and you'll be well nutrified. I love the taste of chocolate, so I put in the Pure, the Power Boost, which is called Cocoa in Mexico. And the Giving Greens is 2.5 pounds now in that package of all the efficacious greens, the kale, the spinach, the parsley, and it tastes delicious, flavored with acai berry and cinnamon. Before we get to the drops peeking around the corner, I want to talk to you about Renew. So this has got to be my favorite product too. I have so many favorites. Renew is the only product of its kind in the world. It has 2 international patents pending. I call it my fountain of youth in a box. It actually teaches your body to open the pathways to create its own HGH, human growth hormone. You're going to see improved body composition, increased bone mineral density, which is very important, especially as we age. Nobody wants to fall and break a hip. Increase the lean body mass, lower bad cholesterol, better heart health, helps tissues grow and regenerate. And guess what? Especially, I'm going to talk to the ladies right now. It gets you into that deep REM sleep. Wow. You'll love the sleep that you get with our product, Renew. We just recently introduced at our PXP convention the Max 2O. We all know that drinking water, a plenty amount of water to encourage toxic release and weight loss is critical. So many of us don't do the 8 glasses of water because usually water is boring. Well, how about this? A product, it's only 3 ingredients, magnesium, potassium, and sodium, but it's flavored with mango. It tastes delicious, and it actually replenishes the electrolytes to restore balance. It supports muscle and nerve function. It tastes delicious. You'll love it. Also introduced at the convention was Everglow. Everglow is a collagen product. It replenishes the hydration. We get old through we show aging through age and sun damage. Well, this is going to reduce and combat those signs of aging and sun damage and also rejuvenate your skin, hair, and nails. Guess what? It tastes like peaches off the tree, and you're actually drinking something made from fish. So, which is the best collagen in the world. There are no shellfish. It's a great product. We're starting to see the results now, as people had purchased it 4 weeks ago at the convention. And it's amazing the difference in people's necks and hands and faces that we're seeing. Now, we've got a sad statistic here, guys. Worldwide, Canada, the US, and Mexico rank the highest in overweight and obesity in the entire world. Why do you think that is? Could be from packaged foods, fast foods, sugar foods, sedentary lifestyle, whatever, right? Cold climate, you don't go walking so much, whatever it is, but it leads to lots of diseases connected to it. Diabetes, heart stroke, fibromyalgia, thyroid disorders, arthritis, etc. So we need a tool that's going to help us choose to eat clean. And that is this tool here, Slenderies Day and Night Drops. Now, we've got people on the call from all countries. So I'd like to explain this. We have three formulas of drops in the world. We have the day and night drops in Canada. Several people on this call have had massive, amazing results. We have the Slenderies Accelerate drops in the United States, and many, many people have had amazing results with that product. And I am on the pre-meal and night drops from Mexico, and I have had 34 pounds and gone down to size 8. So we've got three formulas, different ingredients, and they all bring in the same results. You will lose twice the amount of weight as diet alone, but we're also talking about getting your body in balance. So this isn't only about weight loss, clinically proven, doctor recommended. And these are the things that it can help you with. Yes, balance your hormones, the rapid weight loss, healthy weight loss, I'm going to add. It controls your appetite. So you get that signal in the brain that says, stop eating now. It stops the sugar cravings, helps with migraines, better sleep, improved libido. How about more energy? We don't like that, especially many of us on the call are grandparents. We want to keep up with kids, right? Improved digestion. How about controlling your mood swings? So you're happy and that anxiety has been released. Clarity in memory, lift that brain fog, improve your immune system and reduce inflammation. These drops are amazing. I call them my game changer. I call them my magic drops. 3 months ago, Mike and I went on a vacation to the state of Guerrero, and we went to this park called 1,000 Waterfalls. We had walked downstream on the trails, did some fun stuff, jumping into the pools of the river and so on. And then our guide, Freddie, says, we're going to climb upriver so we can get to the mother of the waterfalls. We climbed about 14 waterfalls. This one here on the left was only about 12 feet high, but there were some of them were about 20 feet high. I was scared to death. But you know what? After I did my first one, it was that first step. And I went, wow. And as I got closer to the mother, I thought to myself, this is worth every part of the adventure. And I reflected back, that girl who was size 18 would never have participated in this adventure, right? So this is what these drops and these products are all about, is giving you a new lease on life, inviting you to great adventure and great moments and experiences that you would never consider if you're not agile and mobile. I want to celebrate with you. Today is my 536th day without sugar. Wasn't even tempted over recent Thanksgiving. It's amazing. And that's why we sold over 1 million bottles in the last few years. We invite you, participate in the approved food list. You will not go hungry. You've got all the proteins, the vegetables. You'll notice the can list is a lot bigger than the cannot in the bottom right. The team in Vancouver Island had prepared this amazing buffet. Wow, all of this food was on plan. We do not go hungry. It's not a fad, it's not a diet. It is a lifestyle, a choice of clean eating, drinking your water, and getting some exercise. That's what it is. And watch your body transform in just 28 days. It happens quickly. I am going to say this, that you actually need a full 90 days for your body to get into check, into balance. But you will see significant differences in your first 7 days, a great transformation in 28, and just wait till your 90th. On average, women lose about 10 pounds a month and men lose about 15 pounds a month. And they're just simply drops, 15 drops under your tongue before you eat. Wait a bit and then you eat. And the night drops in Canada, you take them just before bedtime. It's that simple. Let's look at what's happened to several people. All of these people have been on my call. They're friends of mine. James Leponce, he looks like the younger brother of the dude on the left. Yes, guys, you do have hormones too. Sharon Smith, 2X, down to a size 4, very busy woman. The drops help her manage her family life and her 2 stores. Dr. Crystal lost a whole person 7 years ago. Dale Rumming, amazing transformation in just 60 days. Athletes have far better performance with our products. Tammy Frankfurt, the girl on the left, doesn't look like she needs to lose weight, but look at the person on the right. Now she's an athlete, she's running, she's 58 years old. She looks amazing. Her body is completely transformed. Julie Parks was very ill. The girl in the middle was chubby, very chubby, and she was very sick. And after the drop, she has now got her mojo back. She's a mother of 5. She's got so much energy. Sheila Peltier was on radiation and chemo. She had lost her joie de vivre. Well, she discovered the drops. She lost 25 pounds and she's back to being a happy girl. Wendy, my dear little Wendy that I just was with in the celebration here in Winnipeg, We have Wendy that started at 175 in August, and look at her, she's 28 pounds down. That's what happens. It's just so amazing. Chris Bailey had Lyme disease and he couldn't get any help from his doctors. They kept giving him antibiotics. He found the drops. Not only is he well again, but he's lost a whole lot of weight. He's got to get that jacket tailored. Bo Jersovic, she says, you know, Risha, it's my hair. It's thick and healthy. My nails, my skin. It's an overall sense of calmness. So everything in your body is affected when you get back into balance. Selena Kirby was diabetic with high blood pressure. She was able to get her A1Cs now down, high blood pressure down to normalization, lost a whole lot. Her doctors took her off her meds. Anne and Chad lost 125 pounds together. Chad actually has gone off 12 meds. Leanne Boyd was losing her hair. Not a good thing when you're a hairstylist, right? So her hair is back and beautiful. She's lost a whole bunch of weight down to size 12. Jerry Wyndham not only lost 12 pounds, but no more acid reflux and no more trembling, no more trembles either. Sherry Brookbank suffered from fibromyalgia, so she's lost a whole lot of weight, and also she's got her fibromyalgia under control. Colleen Braden went through this transition in only 8 months. And guys, it's not only about the waistline, it's about getting your whole body back into check. Gwen suffered with toe fungus for years and years, and in only a couple of months, her toes went back to healthy toes. Penny Toner, she was very, very sick in bed 16 hours a day. Her 88-year-old mother was doing all the cooking and cleaning. Penny, after 2 months on the drops, this girl in the garden doing her planting and messing with the flowers. Our pretty Cheryl Newton out of Olds, Alberta, she transitioned from June 15th to today. And that was actually a month ago that picture was taken. So this is how quickly it happens. Is amazing product. Barbara McCubbin, beautiful lady. Pat Little out of Puerto Vallarta. For any demographic, for the guys, for the girls, Tiger is now bench pressing 400 pounds. He was dependent on oxygen because he got pretty sick. And now he's back to feeling really good, lost a bunch of weight. Charlene Klosser fell, and her son wanted to put her into a nursing home in the city. And she says, no, you're not. I'm going on my drops. After 2 weeks on the drops, she was getting around with the cane, and now she's sending me pictures from her aquafit, 78 years old. Ashley, no more night sweats, no more hot flashes. Reese thought it was snake oil, so he said, I'll prove you wrong. And you could see the difference that happened to Reese as he was trying to prove her wrong. And also he released his addiction to Pepsi and Oreo cookies. Jane Storch, she said no to me 9 times. I thought she said on. I thought she said on. I'm dyslexic, right? She couldn't clasp her hands because her fingers were so swollen. She didn't want to get off the couch. The dog would beg her to go. The girl on the right showed up at one of my meetings. I couldn't believe the transition because that's the first time I saw her. She says, Risha, I got to leave your meeting early because the guy's selling a kayak. I want to go buy it before anybody else does. Folks, we are giving people their lives back. Beautiful Nancy Hupalo here. She had serious autoimmune disorder, making her very, very sick. She's lost a whole bunch of weight. She's back to being healthy. She's a pickleball fanatic now. Her husband, Wayne, has released his basketball. He's playing pickleball along with her. James Scott, amazing testimonial, 70 pounds down, no more Parkinson's. This is the fellow that no more Parkinson's tremors, I should say. This is the fellow that released his leg brace and he owes it all to MOA. This is my husband, Mike, 30 pounds down, no more acid reflux, no more shakes, and no more sugar in his coffee. And he used to do 6 cups of coffee a day. Wow, lots of sugar. Let's move on to hearing from somebody live. I want to bring to you my friend Louise Fortier from Victoria, British Columbia. Louise.
Hi, Rish. Thanks, Risha. Thanks for having me on tonight. I'm so excited. Hi, everybody. My name is Louise. I am from Victoria, BC, and I trusted a friend, Bev Wideness, and I said yes. I've always been into a health nutrition supplements as my both parents have diabetes, lots of health issues. So for me on the drops, I have my bloating is down. I have lost many inches and weight. And most of all, my blood pressure is normal. And my doctor is happy. I love the lives that I have impacted. I have a couple ladies that have changed their cupboards of all their junk food and all their tin cans. And now they're on the guide, knowing what they can eat, what they can't eat. And one lady I went to see yesterday had to get rid of her hot chocolate. She was devastated, but we've done something else to give her her hot chocolate back. So the lives that we have impacted, real results, real people. And that's why I love this amazing company that we are all on. Thank you.
Louise, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, Power Boost with unsweetened almond milk is perfect with a little bit of stevia. It's
Yes.
perfect. She'll get her hot chocolate back, you bet.
Yeah. Thank
Louise,
you.
thank you so very much.
Yeah,
Wow.
thank you.
Again, people's lives are being changed with these products. Cheryle Cook, look at the transition in dear Cheryle. She is quite the story. I'm not going to hold up any longer, but I want to hear about Cheryle. Cheryle Cook. Hi, sweetie. Unmute, please, Cheryle.
Yeah, sorry.
There
I'm
you go.
still learning the technology. Thanks
Okay,
for
my
having me
girlfriend.
on.
You
I'd like to
called
share.
me Christmas Eve. You called
I
me
did.
Christmas Eve.
I
Tell
did.
me your story. Tell
Well,
everybody your
it
story.
wasn't to wish you a Merry Christmas. It was shouting help. I was diagnosed with polymyalgia years ago, suffering with excruciating pain and lots of swelling. I had to ask for help to get me out of bed some mornings. So, fast forward, I decided after 3 years that I was going to try to get off the medications that were causing me a lot of distress. And I also moved into a little home that I could call my own after being house sitting things for a few years. And then I looked in the mirror and I didn't know this person. I was still broke. I was broken and now really fat and very unhappy. So Christmas Eve, I texted Ricia and she got me hooked up. So I started my drops on the middle of January. And the day before, my doctor had said to me, Cheryle, after all this time, I still don't know what's wrong with you. And I thought, I've been taking these drugs. Why? Anyway, I lost 50 pounds in the first 4.5 months. I was thrilled. And some of my highlights are I have no more meds. I took my puffers and everything back to the druggist. They didn't even ask me why. I don't sleep for 2 and 3 hours every afternoon anymore. And I don't sleep with the sleep apnea machine anymore. I don't have to fill that suitcase with that big monster. But my biggest win is I don't have my chronic cough. And Rishi, you can remember me traveling with you to Florida.
I do.
I ate so many cough candies, I would be throwing up. That went on for many, many years to the point where I could not have spoken to you guys tonight. I have my life back. And I'm able to share my story tonight. I can tell you without choking. And I'm going to brag. At 77, I caught up with everybody in Dallas, and they're all 20 to 30 years younger than me. And I pretty much kept up with everybody.
You did.
I did.
We kept you
Yeah.
up all night too.
Yeah, we partied. We had lots of fun. It was a good trip. Did I want to do the business? No, I'm old. I didn't want to do another business. But in my heart, I can't stop sharing the results that I've had and now the results that everybody else I know have. And I'm loving my new big family. Thank you. Thank you to
Cheryle,
Partner
thank
Co.
you. And you know, Cheryle, you're on pension income, right?
Yes.
So you
Yes.
went to Cuba. Yeah, a friend had taken you on a beautiful vacation, and in the meantime, you got promoted to manager. And it was Friday; it was a paycheck. So I said, "Let's look at your back office and see how you did." How much was your check that day?
I didn't even know where my back office was yet. I made over $600 that Friday.
Now, does that help a lady on a pension or what?
It sure does.
Wow. Cheryle, I
Yes.
love you.
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy to have you on the team.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Amazing testimonial. Look at the difference of this lady. Holy cow. And she's so much younger now. It's crazy. Love these products. So you've heard all the health testimonies from myself, from Louise, from Cheryle, from all the many people I've shared pictures with. Let's make a decision for yourself for victory. If not now, when? Right? Believe you can, and you're halfway there. So how do I get the drops? Well, you can become a customer and purchase at retail, but I'm a Winnipegger at heart, and Winnipeggers don't pay retail. So why not offer you the best value that you possibly can? Why not have a membership? It's $29.95 USD, one time for your life, and you're going to be eligible to buy in your first month the products wholesale. If you want to continue with your membership, then we're just going to say experience some of these products, or you can sell some of the products and you're going to be able to qualify for continued discounts throughout. Someone's going to come along and say, Cheryle, you look different. And you're going to say it's the drops. Ricia told me about the drops, and that's how it happens. So why not have a website, the back office, the training, everything that you need to get going? In Canada, it's $37.95. It's that easy to get started. But first, I want to bring it home a little bit. How would you manage today, right now? Do you have the savings? Do you have the backup? If you broke your elbow and you can't go to work, you twisted your arm, your thumb, you cut through your table saw, how would you manage? Sadly, we had so many fires this past summer. How would you manage if you were evacuated for weeks, if your house burnt down, if your granddaughter, if your child, if your elder parents needed you for 6 weeks? If you were a kayak guide in Atlantic Canada and the government said nobody in the backcountry and your season is shut? If road construction came along and shut down your business or where you worked? Or if AI took over and you were replaced, how would you manage? If the person that you love and is the primary breadwinner left you all too soon, are you ready? Factor in your 2-3 years of grieving. Do you have that contingency set up? When I was a kid, a plan B was putting the kids in the station wagon, hitching up the trailer and taking us to Disneyland. Nowadays, having a plan B is no longer a nicety, it's a necessity. So let's share with you how we can share these amazing products. Like Cheryle said, she just wants to share. Louise just wants to share. We want to reach out and help others and touch as many lives as we can. Everything depends on your individual passion. Once you have the passion, everything else follows. We're in a time right now of social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, that you can make a killing sitting from the chair in your living room. It's that easy. First of all, you're going to enjoy 30% in retail profits, which is really cool, or 30% discount in the products that you choose for yourself. A good example of this is the United States. There's a 4-pack for $371. How about selling 3, making a profit of $222 and keeping a box for yourself? How cool is that, right? Canada, the 4-pack is $500, and you're looking at profits well over $200 as well by sharing it with 3 others. And before you know it, somebody is going to see a Facebook posting that is in another country, and we have an international market waiting just for you. If you know how to post on Facebook, copy and paste, you can easily learn our system of growth. An example of Rick and Crystal's picture that I posted, they had transitioned from February to November. Imagine that. That post got something like 89 comments. So your ideal goal is to get to top pay, to ultimate, promote 30 boxes over 30 days. Your profits in Canada are over 2,100. In the United States is over 2,700. If you got to ultimate in 30 days, please type in the chat, me, ultimate. And guess you're going to see how doable it actually is, because I bet you every brand partner on this call got themselves to ultimate in the first 30 days. So first thing, you want to position yourself with 200 points so you can receive commissions. That's important. And again, a 4-pack in Canada, 4-pack in the US will get you to that activated level. It's that simple. I'm going to encourage you to add in a box of Renew into your shopping cart, because it just marries up so well with the drops, helps lower cortisol, and gives you that great sleep, which produces more weight loss. We have various different packages that are available. I won't spend too much time. The person who invited you can certainly go over the kits with you, but we have US and Canada, and every package has its point value. When you buy a pack in Canada, you always get extra free product. In the United States, you get best deals as well, too. In Canada, we have a 3 times 10 pack, which is $35.70. But look at, you're making profits in your brand new company in your first month of roughly $2,143. In the United States, we have some great packages as well. We've got our new products celebrated there. And we've also got bigger packages. These are great sellers, these guys. And the 10 pack in the United States lowers your unit cost to the drops of $88, and the average selling price is $167 to $176. So it's a really good margin that you're working with. I do encourage you, if it works into your budget, to choose a 30 pack in the United States. Again, you're looking at profits of $2,710 that you can do in 30 days or less. And so many people have done this. I hear it all the time on our morning training calls. We have been named the #1 most lucrative compensation plan. And I know it because I'm living it. My life has changed. My husband loves Partner Co. He's so happy to see my checks with commas come in on a regular Friday basis. It has changed our lives 100%. We can plan trips and travel and do repairs around the property. We are paid 9 different ways. Let's share some of them. First, you want to maintain your position by purchasing 100 points of product. There's so many great products to choose from. You could also sell to a customer 100 points of product, and you're going to stay qualified monthly by doing so. You don't want to lose out on commissions because it's amazing how many people are going to be buying from you. Again, you're going to get 30% margin, right? Or 30% off on your own products. But Mary's going to come along and say, I want to be a brand partner. I want to buy wholesale. I want to pay my membership. She buys 1,000 points of product. If you're a 4-pack person and activated, you'd be making $150. If you're ultimate, you'd be making double that, $300. It's that simple. You achieve ultimate once and you keep it top pay status for a lifetime. You earn top pay forever with our company, and you will continue to earn that 30% until Mary's first 4 weeks expire or she achieves ultimate. And furthermore, as an ultimate, you also unlock gold. So you want to make that your target in your first 4 weeks. It opens up to 5 lines. You can personally sponsor a whole bunch of people in different legs. I recommend 1, 2, or 3. Lock in double commissions, 30% for life, unlock matching bonuses. And again, the top pay choice would be 30 packs in the United States and a 3 times 10 pack in Canada. In Canada right now, we have, I'm going to go back one slide. On our 30 pack, we have 15,000 lifestyle credits, and I'm going to be announcing the trip at the end of this production. And the 10 pack is 4,000 lifestyle credits. These are all going to help you towards earning a beautiful 5-star vacation. In addition to the new volume bonus I just explained, we also have a commission structure called base commissions. It's kind of like a residual income because it's based on all the activity in your business as Mary brings on new people, your brother Harry in Toronto brings on new people, and your cousin Sally in North Dakota brings on new people. You're going to earn 15% commission on all your lines combined except the largest one. So what happens here, it's easy that it adds up. People are out there growing their businesses and reordering their monthly subscriptions, and you get paid every Friday. When your base commissions on a particular Friday go past $250, you will earn an extra 15%, and it's tucked away into what we call the savings bonus. In the back office, you'll see a little wheel go around showing you how close you are to achieving your 10,000. Last year, 10 families were awarded the PXP. Were awarded the 10,000 bonus. This year, there were 28 families on stage. Wow. We are the #2 growth momentum company in our industry in the world. People are enjoying success. They are making it happen, and they're getting young and healthy. If you're Canadian on the call, your 10,000 US gets turned into about 14,000 Canadian. So I want to hear from you. I'm going to Africa in January on a safari. There's still room on the bus if anyone wants to come with me. And I'm also stopping in Paris. So that's what I'm doing with my 10,000. Thank you, Partner Co. What would you do with your 10,000 USD? Please put it in the chat. Now let's talk about wrapping things up. We also get paid in lifestyle credits. Every time if you turn to get to ultimate, it's 1,500 points. When you rank up to manager, you get more points. When you have your monthly subscription, you have more points. And as you sponsor customers and brand partners, you have points as well. And that all burns, oh my God. I'm sorry, my sister's golden retriever just came into my little office here and started licking my face. Excuse me for a minute. Hang on. Come on, girl. Let's go. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. What have I done to deserve so much love? Oh, that dog is so crazy above me. It's lovely, but it's crazy. Okay, so let's go forward and see where people went in April 2024. It was Tahiti, the Polynesian Islands. In July, they went to the Bahamas. April of 2025, a group of us, as you can see my picture, we went to Punta Cana, beautiful resort, and very shortly after, another group went to Bali. Drum roll, please. We are going to Maui, April 29th, 2026. Who wants to come to Maui? In the chat, put me, Maui, please. Really excited about this upcoming trip. And now I have my special guests. Without further ado, I want to introduce to you a very special couple, Jeff and Crystal GILLILAND from Alabama. They're officers. They have an amazing story to share with us. Thank you so much, Jeff and Crystal, from being on the call with us tonight.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much, Ricia. My wife had to step away for just a minute. Our French bulldogs, they've developed kennel cough from when we had to keep them boarded when we were traveling. So she stepped away and apologizes. But Ricia, thank you so much. Some of my upline that are incredible, Miss Patty Anderson and Kim Gray are on the call, so I'm super grateful for them. But kind of so this, I have to give you a little bit of context before you kind of understand why I get so excited about what I get excited about. So I am a product of the opioid epidemic that really flooded through not just the U.S. but really worldwide. The first time I ever used an opiate was when I was 14 years old. And immediately when I was 14 years old and I took that pain pill, something clicked in my mind. And I was like, I have to, this is it. This is going to change my life forever. I just chased that feeling for many, many years. And whenever I was 18 years old, my father had passed away a few months before that. I was 18 years old. I just graduated high school. And me and some of my friends, we were selling large amounts of narcotics. And I ended up going to the Alabama Department of Corrections Penitentiary for 730 days, 2 straight years because of drug sales. And whenever I was in prison, the I got put in this program. It was called the SAP program, the Substance Abuse Program. And while I was in the substance abuse program, my case manager told me, she said, Jeff, if you can ever learn how to moderate your drug and alcohol use, then you're going to be successful. So in my mind, I'm 18. I'm like, oh wow, I can just use drugs on the weekend and moderate it, and I'm going to be okay. So I got out of prison, and I had this really fancy idea that I wasn't going to sell drugs anymore. I was just going to use them. And this is when the Oxycontin epidemic started flooding our country. And I became a product of that really, really quick. And I was heavily addicted for many, many years. And I would try to get sober and I couldn't get sober. I was constantly in and out of the hospital with, I have many multiple documented overdoses. And it was just a lifestyle that I just could not get out of. And no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't do it. And in anyway, life goes on, and I finally I get court ordered to a recovery program in the state of Alabama. And I'm in that program. I just really I developed a relationship with God that radically changed my life forever. And things in my whole life just started just changing, man. Things were getting good. And fast forward a few years, meet my beautiful wife, and she really is the champion in this whole thing. I get the opportunity to share a lot, but she's really the champion because I tell people all the time that Jesus saved me, but my wife raised me. And she really, I mean, she was my saving grace. But fast forward, me and my wife were married. She's a registered nurse by trade. I'm a substance abuse. I went back to school, so I'm a substance abuse counselor by trade. And fast forward several years, and in May of 2023, I get invited to a meeting at a church that some friends of ours were pastors of, and we really don't know what the meeting's about. We knew it was about some health and wellness stuff, so we were just kind of interested in going. So that was the first night that I ever met Miss Kim Gray and Todd and Ashley Rowland. And May of 2023, me and my wife, we sign up for the products. You know, we do the drops and the MOA, the Renew. We call that the trifecta down here in the South. So anyway, it was great. I ended up losing some weight. The MOA really helped my wife. But then we after the first month, we went on a trip and then we got back and we just really started making excuses. We were like, we're too busy. We don't have time for this. I can't find anywhere else to put anything else on my plate. And for a whole year, what I really want you to hear this because this is so imperative. For a whole year, Miss Kim Gray consistently tried to reach out to me and follow up with me and just check in with me over and over and over again. And for those of you that have ever heard Miss Kim Gray, I know my accent is pretty strong, but Miss Kim Gray's accent is strong. She is country. And she was just a sweet country lady. And man, she would text me and call me all the time and she would say, "Hey, Mr. Jeff, I'm just checking in. How can I help you? What can I do for you?" And I didn't know how, Miss Risha, I didn't know how to tell this lady that I didn't want to participate in the business. So I did the very mature thing, what mature people do, and I blocked her. I blocked her. And I blocked her because I was like, now she's never gonna know. I'm never gonna see this lady again. And then fast forward 11 months, June of 2024. I gotta tell you, a couple of months before that, I'm sorry, June of 2024. But a couple of months before that, my wife, she has scoliosis and it's severe. Her spine is like a question mark. She's severe pain, and she had got to a point to where she couldn't even sit up out of bed. And I was having to come around every morning and lift her up out of bed. And we got invited to a meeting down in Birmingham again. And we knew this time that it was going back to hear about the products again. And that was the first time I met Miss Patty Anderson. But at this time, my wife is on pain medication. She is on muscle relaxers. She's on four different prescriptions for depression and ADHD and medications to sleep. And so we go down to this meeting, and my wife can be very critical sometimes. And so after the meeting, she's like, "Well, I just don't know. I don't know if I think these products can help me." So our pastor's wife, Miss Pam Dodge, she takes a box of MOA. For those of you that have ever tried the MOA, 30 pouches come in a box. So Miss Pam breaks the box in half and she gives me and my wife 15 MOA, and she gives another lady named Kathy Holloway 15 MOA to carry to her husband. So we're supposed to drink three MOA that night and then drink three a day for 5 days until they're gone, for the whole 15 are gone. So anyway, by the time we get home from the meeting, it's about 10 p.m. and we're getting ready to go to bed. And my wife, you know, she's a nurse by trade. You know, she has her degree. She's been to school. She understands medicine and prescriptions. So she just knows and thinks that's going to work. So but anyway, she's very strong-willed and she's going to prove everybody wrong. So she's going to drink the MOA that night. So she takes three MOA and about 10 or 10:30 at night, she just rips the top off and just chugs three MOA. Then we go to sleep, and the next morning, this is the truth if I ever told it, the next morning, she just sits up out of bed. And she sits up out of bed, and I'm standing there, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I just set up." And I said, "Oh my gosh, you did just set up." She said, "What do we do?" I said, "I don't know. What do we do?" And she said, "Go get some more." She said, "Go get some more moa." So I ran to the kitchen, opened the fridge, and I ran three moa back in there like I was doing a 100-yard dash. And she opened three more moa and sucked them down. And since that day, my wife hasn't taken a pain pill or a muscle relaxer again. And this is, this is she gives me the privilege to be able to share this story. But with the MOA and the drops, and I believe the Renew, and taking these products consistently, my wife is off of. And listen, we're not making any claims to heal, to treat, or anything. We're just sharing personal testimonies about how our lives have changed. But my wife is no longer taking prescription pain medicine. She's no longer taking muscle relaxers, and she is off. I want to give you four specifics. She is off 300 milligrams of Wellbutrin for depression. She is off 150 milligrams of trazodone for sleep. She is off 100 milligrams of Topamax for migraines, and she is off 225 milligrams of Effexor for ADHD. And these products, she has not touched those medications, that she has been on those products. And we did check with our physician to let him know what we were doing. But I'm telling you, these products have literally given my wife her life back. She was just in this rat race, this cycle of prescription medication, pharmaceuticals over and over again. And just something cool for me. I mean, I'm down 42 pounds and I've been able to keep the weight off. But the thing that's so amazing for us is we both are in the ministry, and we both do addiction medicine and mental health work. And about 6 months ago, my wife, because of Partner Co, she was able to step away from that full time and start doing Co full time. And then about 2.5 months ago, I was able to step away from my full time job. So now we're both doing Partner.co full time, because what we've seen is the more people that we share our story with, everybody out there is tired of taking pharmaceuticals. Everybody out there, I don't care what the news says and what you see on Facebook or whatever. People are trying to get away from the weight loss shots. They really are. There's so many terrible side effects with them. People are looking for all natural products to get healthy and to get better. And what's so crazy is that me, myself, I'm supposed to be a statistic. I'm supposed to be back in prison. I'm not supposed to be successful. I'm supposed to be somebody that just never makes it, that continues to struggle because of my past. And what Partner.co has done for me is it's given me like a second chance, because Partner.co doesn't care about my past. They don't care about that. All they care about is helping promote, elevate, and encourage and empower me for my future. And I'm telling you, these products and this company has changed mine and my wife's life physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And until the day that I die, I will continue to scream and preach this from the rooftops, because we're all in. Like, there's no plan B. We're all in this thing, Risha. Like, we're gung ho for it. It has changed our life. And I have spent the majority of my life trying to help people get off drugs and alcohol. And now I am helping people get off pharmaceutical medications, because our products have these our drops balance your hormones. Your serotonin is your happy hormone. When your serotonin is unbalanced, this is why people have real high highs and real low lows. We're seeing people come off medications left and right with their doctor's approval. I want you to hear me right now. With their that they're letting their physicians know what they're doing, but people are coming off of pharmaceuticals and starting to take our products full time, because they are literally changing their lives. But this business has been able to bless me and my wife financially, to where we've been able to step away, and we're able to actually have this time freedom thing that we just always heard other people talk about, and we never thought was possible for us. But Special shout out again, once again, to Miss Kim Gray and Miss Patty Anderson that are on the call. Listen, they have taken me and my wife under their wing. They have nurtured us, they have carried us, and they have helped encourage and speak into our lives. And for that, we are forever grateful. So, Risha, we are honored that you let us share tonight, and thank you so much. But guys, don't miss it. Don't miss this opportunity. I'm not just some chubby, bald headed dude that didn't have anything else to do tonight. I came here tonight to tell you that if you've never joined, don't sleep on it. You need to go ahead and do it. Listen, it's 29.95. I mean, I spend more than that at Whataburger. 29.95. Get involved in the business and partner with some great people. I know Miss Risha will take great care of you, but these products can change your life if you'll let it. Thanks, Risha.
Wow, Jeff, thank you. I'm so glad that we met at PXP, and now you are definitely family. I'm so grateful that you could share your story with all of us, and you're far from being the chubby bald guy there, because I'm going to show your before and after picture in a minute. Thank you so very much. What an amazing story. And please give Crystal our love that we weren't able to share with her tonight. But I'm so glad that she's not suffering like she was, and that you're helping so many people. And thanks to Kim Gray for not giving up. I think she's dyslexic too. When you said no, she's thinking you're saying on, right? Thank you, everybody. I'm going to go back to share and wrap things up tonight. It's a little late on Central Time, but I'm so grateful to have Jeff on board with us tonight. There's a great before and after picture, and wow, these drops just changed people's lives. And, I got to talk about the mojo that you get back, the self-confidence that you get back, the sense of worth that you get when you're with this company. Your past doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It's about how many people can we help as we go forward. Speaking of which, when you go to work tomorrow, when you go to that family barbecue on the weekend, everybody, unless you're going to a kindergarten party, everybody there has all these symptoms of hormonal imbalance. And we need to reach out one person at a time and help them. We're in several multi-billion-dollar industries, some trillion-dollar industries. PartnerCo has a plan. They've got a 100-year plan. This company is your legacy. We've sold over 1 million bottles of Slenderies drops in over 50 countries, 172 plus million bottles of Tahitian noni sold, voted the best compensation plan. We have won so many awards, so many big, big, big awards in our last 2.5 years. You are teaming up with the right company. Let me ask you this. Are you a 1, a 2, a 3, or 4? And I'd like to see it come up in the chat, please. The number ones are the people that are prepared to pay full price and buy retail. If you're a 1, put 1 in the chat. The number 2s are the people that would like to pay their $29.95 or $37.95, become a brand partner or wholesale customer so you can save money. What about the number 3? The number 3s are the one that want to get on this health and wealth train with us. Are you a number 3? I'm not seeing much, so I think you're all number 4s, that you want to get on the health and wealth train and ride it big all the way to destination prosperity. One day we're going to have Kim Gray back, and she'll tell you her story, how she went from an amazing background in the past to an incredible future going forward. We have so many people that we have changed their lives. When I interview you on my call 1 year from now, what will your story be? Will you be telling me how much fun you had in Maui, how many lives you've changed, how the trips you took with your kids, your grandkids? What will your story be? Or will you tell me, I didn't get off my chair and I stayed in indecision? What will that story be? Time is now to take the action, guys. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far and fast, go together is an African proverb. But if you want to go fast and far, says Darren Zobrist, go with PartnerCo. Live the dream with us. I mean, if you're into hugging and all that, this is the right place for you, because we are a hug fest. We're a spiritually driven company. We love to have the time freedom and be able to empower and share with one another. Enrolling is easy. It takes as little as 5 minutes. Our next call is going to be November 4th. We are dark next Tuesday as Ricia is celebrating her 67th birthday. Yeah, write that down. You could all send me a birthday kiss, right? We're so, so grateful for having you on the call. Thank you so much to Louise Fortier for a great testimonial. Thank you so much to Cheryle Cook, I love your story. My goodness. And Jeff, thank you so much for sharing with us your amazing story and for your past as well too, because that takes grit to share your past with us. Thank you to all the brand partners that have been here to support the call. Thank you to my beautiful co-host Layla, and thank you to the guests, because if it weren't for you, we'd be preaching to the choir. I'm going to stop the recording, and if anyone wants to hang around for any questions, we can do so for a couple of questions.